What's up guys, just Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to the very first video of 2017 on my channel. And also it means the transfer window is now officially open in pretty much most countries, and that means transfers every single day from now until the end of the month daily at 8 AM. And on the note of it being January the 1st, I do want to wish you a happy new year and hopefully 2016 was great for you and now 2017 can be even better. But like I said, daily transfers start today. So before we get started, as always, you show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and very much appreciated. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, what player do you want your club to sign in this winter transfer window? And finally, if you missed last night's video, it'll be down below in the description box. So starting off today, we've got a confirmed transfer that went through last week, I think it was, as well as a contract extension which went through yesterday. So the player is Juan Sebastian Veron, a legend on FIFA 17. But on that note, he was, I think he retired like 2 years or so ago now, but now he's gone back to his old club, which is Estudiantes. I've probably said that wrong, but again, I think he retired a little bit ago, and now he's signed a contract until June 2018, which I think went through last week or so. So I'm not sure if his legend card will change at all because Landon Donovan did not. So just say Veron is back in football. Then we go on to Marco van Ginkel, got a new contract at Chelsea until 2019 and went straight back out on loan to PSV. And there are quite a lot of transfers that go through on January the 1st because the players signed back in the summer, but now they officially joined their club. For a big example is Gabriel Jesus of Manchester City. Now from January 1st, he's officially their player, and hopefully he'll be in FIFA Ultimate Team very soon. And I'll actually be doing a video on that probably maybe tonight or tomorrow. New players coming to foot. Now then we go to potential transfers, and first up we've got Feghouli. It's not really worked out too well for him at West Ham, of my knowledge anyway. I haven't really seen much of him since his move in the summer from Valencia. It wasn't a free transfer, but today, according to L'Equipe, he is apparently on his way to Marseille. Marseille is said to make an offer for West Ham star Sofiane Feghouli in January, with a number of Italian clubs also interested in his services. Now, again, not sure how much game time he's getting, so potentially this could well be on the cards and would be quite a nice winger to have in the Ligue 1 for your Ligue 1 sides. Now we go on to player number 2, Michael Keane of Burnley currently, and according to the Daily Mail, Everton have moved to the front of the queue for Burnley defender Michael Keane, with Premier League rivals Chelsea, Manchester United and Leicester City needing to raise their game if they're to put a summer deal in place. So this one is not for this January transfer window, no fees been mentioned, but I'm pretty certain throughout the summer he's very close to leaving Burnley. I'm not sure who it was to. It may have been Leicester actually. They were very adamant at putting a bid in. They went up to like £20 million or so, so Michael Keane, he may stay put for now, but in the summer, looking likely to leave. Then we go on to Axel Witsel. Now this one, back in the summer he was very close to joining Juventus, and that kind of like failed at the very last hurdle, but now it looked like he was going to rejoin them or go to them eventually in this window coming up, but now apparently he's going to say no to Juve, instead go to China. And it's according to multiple different sources. So the very first one is Tutto Sport, and that's in the Belgium international midfielder Axel Witsel will turn down Champions League football with Juventus in favour of a big money move to the Chinese Super League. And now on top of that, apparently two clubs are offering him 18 million a year salary at Shanghai SIPG, which is a club that Oscar went to, and at Tianjin Quanjian. I'm not sure if I said that right, but either way, 18 million euros a season. It's kind of understandable why he's looking at that, but still, Juve, it was definitely on the cards for him. Now, when Axel Witsel first joined Zenit St. Petersburg, he was accused of going for the money then as well, because like Russia, they were initially like what China are doing now. They're putting loads of money on the table, buying players for extortionate fees, giving them massive wages. But now, like China, they take it to the next level, and they're going hard, to be fair, with some big names. Now we go on to Manuel Gabbiadini. According to La Parisienne today, Olympique Marseille want to sign a striker in the winter window. Italian international Manuel Gabbiadini, currently a squad player at Napoli, is among their top targets. And I believe, I think it was last week, I saw that Everton had a £20 million bid rejected, or they're very much interested in putting one in. So it would take a fair amount to get him to France, but I think overall, if they did get him, a very solid player. Then we go on to Jermaine Defoe, and right now, to be fair to him, if Sunderland do stay up, it'll be thanks to him as well as Jordan Pickford in goal, who's now unfortunately injured for them. But Defoe scores so many important goals, especially for a club that's at the very bottom, or the bottom three or whatever. But according to the Daily Mirror today, West Ham are confident they can tempt Jermaine Defoe back to East London. London are desperate to keep hold of their striker, with Slaven Bilic willing to wait until the end of the window. And I also saw earlier, I think it was about a couple of hours ago in fact, that apparently if he waits or Sunderland get relegated, he'll actually be able to leave on a free transfer in the summer. Now, I'm not sure if he gets a payment bonus or anything on top of that, but if he does, you could see why he'd stay for a few extra months and try and keep Sunderland up. But if not, if the worst comes to worst, he can move on a free transfer. Then we go on to Carlos Vela, according to L'Equipe today, linked to Lyon, and apparently they're searching for a striker in the January window and make an offer for former Arsenal forward Carlos Vela. No Fifa mention. I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest, at Sociedad. Obviously, a couple of years ago, he was doing very well when Griezmann was still there, but right now, haven't heard too much of him in the recent couple of years, really. Then we go on to Marcelo Brozovic, another player linked to a move to China. Now, the source is going to be calciomercato.com, and that's in the Inter have received a €50 million bid, 5-0, for midfielder Marcelo Brozovic, and they're likely to accept the offer, having signed the Croatian midfielder and international for just €7.5 million in 2015. So it's a massive extortionate fee. In fact, he was linked to a move to the Premier League of Arsenal, Chelsea and United, but now looks like we're going to China, although I think if Inter accept it, I'm not sure if he actually has to accept and go to there, because some players, they don't want to go to China yet as they feel that it can like discredit their career a little bit, and that'd be understandable. Also, they get a massive wage. Then we go on to Frank de Boer, the legend today, linked to Swansea but as a manager, obviously not as a player. The source is Tuttosport, and they're saying that former Inter Milan manager Frank de Boer has rejected the chance to take charge at Swansea City. It's thought the 46-year-old may move to the Premier League as he looks to find his next job, but has turned down the chance to replace Bob Bradley at the struggling Welsh side. And it's understandable. I think a lot of managers may be put off by the situation. I don't think the owners are doing too much, but obviously they've got a decent squad. Their squad isn't the worst, but the situation they're currently in, the form, the morale, it must be at an all-time low. And I think if a potential future manager saw that Bob Bradley was given 11 games only, I mean, that's not really a good sign for anyone that could potentially get a job in the near future. Now we go on to Ross Barkley, a player that's form in real life hasn't been great this season, to be honest, though he did score yesterday, I think it was, for Everton. But according to the Daily Telegraph today, Tottenham are considering making a move for Ross Barkley in the January window. However, Chelsea and Arsenal are also interested in the midfielder and will not make a decision on his future until the summer. Or the player will, Ross Barkley himself will decide in the summer, not this window coming up. So Ross Barkley remain at Everton at least for this window, followed by Isco, another player linked to Spurs, and it's not for the first time really. According to the Daily Mirror, Spurs remain interested in signing Isco from Real Madrid in January. The Spain international is struggling for game time under Zinedine Zidane and may look for a move elsewhere due to lack of it. Now, personally, I think Isco will leave Real Madrid very soon. Not this window coming up. They may give it until the end of the season, because if you think about it, if he does get someone, like if he does leave, Madrid may have to replace him. And I don't know if they've got a ban. I can't actually remember if Real Madrid have got a ban or not. But if they have, it could be quite stupid to let someone go and not be able to replace them. Now we go on to Lukas Podolski, another player linked to a move to China, and the club in particular are Beijing Guoan, according to multiple different sources. So Podolski is wanted by the Beijing club, who are willing to spend £5.5 million on the former Arsenal man. Galatasaray are believed to be willing to listen to offers for the striker, and I think he was linked to a move there back in the summer also. So not really a new rumour, just one that's coming back up. Now we go on to Landon Donovan, and just like Veron, he came out of retirement to go back to LA Galaxy for the remainder of last season. Now that's over, apparently, according to Fox Sports, Real Salt Lake have offered Landon Donovan a contract for the 2017 season. Donovan is now a free agent after a brief comeback from retirement with LA Galaxy in 2016, and now will have to weigh up his options for the upcoming season. So he may retire again and just be like a one-club man in America. I think he will be anyway. Or he could go to Real Salt Lake and continue his career. Now we go on to Alex Vidal. Other day he was linked to Swansea City, now linked to Galatasaray. And that is according to Sport. Galatasaray are keen to sign Alex Vidal from Barcelona in January and are hoping to free up some funds for the transfer by sending Lukas Podolski to Chinese side at Guangzhou Evergrande. So they're going with Guangzhou. Other club was Beijing in the previous rumour. Looks like Podolski could go and Vidal could go off to Turkey. Now we go on to Serge Aurier, another right back this time. He's fantastic on FIFA, by the way, like very similar to Kyle Walker in regards to how strong and fast he is. But now on to the actual rumour itself, according to L'Equipe, Serie A giants AC Milan are determined to make a splash in the 2017 transfer market, with PSG fullback Serge Aurier amongst their top targets. Now that would be quite a cool one to have on FIFA Ultimate Team, although they do have Abate, who's very, very good anyway, and I think Aurier, at PSG gets some good links anyway. Then we got another player linked to Milan, and that is Gerard Deulofeu, according to La Repubblica, or also, and now Sky Sports News have jumped on top of this, but Everton winger Gerard Deulofeu has agreed to join AC Milan on loan for the remainder of the season. The Spaniard had become an outcast at Goodison Park under Ronald Koeman this season, with a lack of game time. Now he would get a hyperlink to Suso, the former Liverpool man, who, to be fair to him, I quite like seeing him do quite well now for Milan, but they're a club that's now back on the rise, compared to Inter at least. I think Milan, like AC Milan, are they second? Like last time I checked they were very high up the table, and I guess it's really nice to see how they're doing it. Now we go on to Arturo Vidal. According to multiple different sources today, Chelsea have entered talks with Bayern Munich over a potential £38 million signing of midfielder Arturo Vidal, and that would be a reunion with Antonio Conte. That is all it says for now, but it could be one to watch out for the remainder of the window. Followed by Serge Gnabry, a player that wasn't really ever given a chance at Arsenal, then made the move to Werder Bremen, but according to Bild, former Arsenal forward Serge Gnabry could be snapped up for just £6.8 million in January due to a clause in his Werder Bremen contract. The Germany international has scored 7 goals in 15 Bundesliga appearances this season, so a lot of clubs may be on for him and could be on their radar. And there could be a couple of Premier League clubs in there as well. For a fee like that, for a player that's doing quite well now, or pretty damn well for himself, and still very young, it could want to snap up as soon as possible. Now we go on to Fernando Llorente of Swansea City, and according to AS, they've done this multiple times this week by the way, Chelsea remain in the market for a striker reinforcement and considering an approach for Swansea City striker Fernando Llorente during the winter window, with Antonio Conte having previously worked with the Spaniard at Juventus. So obviously worked with him before, just like Vidal, and I think he would be very, very cheap, although, Swansea City, they'd kind of be a little bit stupid to get rid of him, given the situation they're in. And now we go on to the final one today, and that is going to be the main man, Cristiano Ronaldo, the current Ballon d'Or holder for last year now. And this did come out on, what day was it? Probably about 2 days or so ago now when the time this video goes live. But first up, Cristiano Ronaldo's agent, George Mendes, says Real Madrid turned down an offer of €300 million from an unnamed Chinese club for the forward. And Mendes says that Ronaldo was offered a contract of over €100 million per year. So a massive, ludicrous wage offered right there. But to be fair to him, he stayed at Madrid, although, like I say, 2-3 years down the line, do you think a top tier player, I'm talking like an elite player, top 11, do you think they'll ever end up in China in the next few years? They are offering crazy wages, and for a lot of players, it can be very hard to turn down. Let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments section. So there are all today's potential transfers, as well as a couple of confirmed stuff right there, Varane and also Van Ginkel. Make sure to look out for tonight's video. It'll probably be out like 9 o'clock, I'm not sure when. There will be a second one today. And if you missed yesterday's video, it's down below in the description box. And finally, if you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. Also forgot to mention, if you enjoyed the video, show support by leaving a like rating. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.